Well, good morning. It's Monday, April the 19th, 2020. And we want to return and continue these daily broadcasts on navigating the landmines of a breakup, helping the single refocus their attention and affections. So today we want to continue to look at the reasons for a breakup. Last week we observed 4 of them. Today, let's continue the broadcast and look at 4 more reasons for a breakup. First of all, control issues. Someone's thoughts, words, and actions must always be the same as the other. Differences of thoughts or feelings are viewed as threatening to the relationship. One person struggles with security in the relationship because he or she views the differences as a sign of waning affection. Another form of control is jealousy. One person must always know at all times exactly what is happening in the life of the other. Phone calls, who he or she spoke to, and for how long and why. Why it took him or her so long to get home. Why he or she did not tell the other that they were going out afterwards with friends, and who those friends were, what they did, and when he or she got home. Control issues suffocate a relationship. It places unnecessary strain on the relationship. It is stifling. It can be likened to living in a burning building where there are no flames, only daily breathing of noxious smoke. It chokes the life out of any relationship. Forms of substance abuse. We will primarily refer to alcohol or drugs, and my comments will be general enough to include both. First, one should understand that each partner is an individual which enters into a relationship with, hopefully, uncompromising values and beliefs. Therefore, both should determine what their tolerance policy on alcohol or drugs is. Substance dependency leads to other behavioral problems that have an effect on the relationship. It may result in physical abuse, certain forms of violent behavior, verbal abuse, manipulation, and solicitation to unlawful acts. Substance abuse is a form of escape or avoidance. It is the symptom of deeper character blemishes that require substantial counseling. Too often in counseling, I hear a spouse lament the woes of living with a substance abuser. Yet during such times of investigation, it is revealed that he or she and he recognize this pattern. In other words, they both recognize the pattern, but one or the other willfully chose to overlook the defect. Now, let me put in a caveat here. I do not endorse the use of any substances like alcohol or drugs. And that's a different broadcast for a different time. Emotional instability. Again, no one is perfectly stable with his or her emotions. We're looking at extremes or repetitive emotional problems. Because I am a biblical counselor, my position towards emotional problems is considered narrow, but I consider it biblical. I could enter into a lengthy teaching in this area, but I hope the following comments will be sufficient. Unless the medical community can specifically identify the cause of the emotional imbalance, one should consider the behavior as an expression of a broken relationship with God and his or her fellow man. Couples break up, and rightfully so, should break up if he or she displays anger to manipulate the other, or their anger is such that it instills fear for his or her safety, or if the anger is directed at other people or things. His or her anger is destructive and harmful, or he or she is petrified by worry, fear, or anxiety. He or she can perform basic level living, going to work, but avoid socialization, church functions, or family functions. He or she may have been hospitalized and are on antipsychotic or antidepressant medications. This relationship should be evaluated carefully, for it can be extremely demanding of time, resources, and effort. And then finally today, parental disapproval. Should parents have input about whom their child goes out with, especially if they are in their 20s? When does parental authority cease? Each single within their parental structure must grapple with those difficult questions. However, the issue at hand is if the parent's disapproval of the one they are dating. This can be a source of breakups. Parents have a level of maturity and age about them because of living life. They themselves probably have experienced similar relational challenges. Perhaps you are a younger sibling and they have already navigated these waters with an older sibling. Maybe it is because you are knowingly violating a family value you have been taught. Most parents who disapprove do so in an effort to direct their child to God's best. Although you may feel they are prickly or controlling your life, in reality, they sense you are settling with someone inferior. You have lowered your sights. Next time that we get together, we'll continue to look at 4 additional reasons for breakups. God bless.